Guys, welcome back to Six Cars. As you can see, the big jackets are starting to come out. It's starting to get a little bit cold in Canada, but we still have car meets going on. We have a good one today. We're going to be heading up to YD Motorsports, a little bit north of Toronto, but I'm expecting some pretty cool cars to show up. Even though some are already stored away for the winter, there are still quite a few out there. The weather isn't too bad, honestly, so I'm expecting some pretty good cars to show up. So I'm going to hit the road right now. We're going to go check out this meet, and yeah, we'll see what shows up and then go from there. So as always, I'll remind you guys to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's head to YD Motorsports and check out what kind of cool cars we're going to get today. Well, we found the start. Not too shabby. Got the white Senna, 92 GT RS, drive with Roy. Looks like there's a Diablo back there too, so looks like there's a pretty good turnout. So let's dive right in and see what we can find. Oh, got the Ultimate rolling in. There we go, guys. Pull out the Itasha. Let's go. It's like we're back in the old country. It's very nice. I like the color on that. This is a fantastic looking color on the 992 GT RS. It's almost like a gold. We did see an Aventador a few times on the channel in this same color, so it is the same owner, I believe, but I don't know. If you think it suits better on the Aventador or the GT3 RS, you can let me know, but it looks pretty good. GT Black Series. We haven't seen one of these in a very long time, so this is a welcome little addition to the channel. In orange, very nice. Now, the Black Series is obviously really cool, but a full J's Racing S2000, I don't know. That is definitely popping a lot. And hey, you know what? Obviously, you can spend a ton of money and get a track-ready AMG GT Black Series, or you can buy an S2000 and just kind of build one yourself. But it does look good. TE37 super lights as well, red and carbon fiber. Very good. Damn, that is actually very cool. I got the Shelby GT350 Tribute. Sounds amazing too, actually. It's quite loud. Oh my goodness, guys. Diablo with the Movember mustache. Sounds incredible. There is good JDM here too, aside from these supercars. Obviously, a feed FDRX7 is quite nice. I think the REMEMIA, the Pan Speed, those kits get a lot more love, but feed is pretty cool too. I do love what they do with the front bumper, especially the hood as well. Very aggressive looking, and it's got a nice set of Advan GTs on it. A great wheel, obviously, kind of suits pretty much any car, but that's really clean. And now we will head over and check out some of the supercars. Good spec on the Senna, one we have not seen on the channel before either. I love the all white. Now, one thing that does stick out to me, obviously, and something that is different from other Sennas, is these headlight casings. They're usually just, I think, carbon fiber or black, but this one has been painted all white to match the body color. It really suits it, actually. It'd be nicer if more people did that, because I think it looks fantastic, especially in all white. I'm a huge sucker for that. Accents the carbon fiber so well. The interior is just full carbon fiber. There's not really any colored accents. There's just a bit of white inside. It looks so good. There's even some white lining around the roof intake of the Senna signature on the wing. There is a Revuelto back there too, which we haven't really seen on the channel yet, so we'll have a look at that in a second. We do have the Aventador Ultimate over there as well, or the Ultimate. We saw that roll in, and there is a pretty good line of cars down there. You see McLaren GT rolling out there. Obviously, this section is getting a lot of attention because you just don't really see too many Sennas on the road, or even Ultimates actually either. And this one does have a nice set of like mesh style wheels on it as well. It sounds fantastic, so hopefully we can get a clip of that thing leaving. But a very, very good looking car, and a great way for the Aventador to bow out, make room for the Revuelto, which we'll go look at right now. I have to try and talk over the music so we don't get the copyright strike here, but there is the Revuelto finished in gray, and personally I think this is the best angle for the car. I'm still not sold on the front, but the back I think is great. Love the new exhaust and the new tail lights, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good car overall, but I think definitely the exhaust and this back end is the best angle of this car. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Good spread here. C8Z06, which I do think actually looks pretty good, even though I think the C7 has been growing on me recently, and I still do prefer that one. The C8Z06 is a pretty good looking car. Beside that, we do have the yellow 812, which is looking very good under the sun here. Another great looking car. We saw the 992 GT3 RS roll in. This matte black with the carbon fiber WISEC package and these light blue brakes, which do look very good. Actually, I'm not sure if that's factory or aftermarket, but it does look quite nice. We've got the white and baby blue STO, which is a great spec. I think the big strong point of the Huracan STO is obviously sort of the freedom you have with spec in the cars and all the decals on it and just how many different colors you have to choose from. It's a great looking car, and this one is quite nice, I must say. The white and blue seats obviously look incredible. There's a 48 Pista over there as well. We've got some McLarens, 991.2 GT3 RS over there, but the Pista, again, another car that's aging pretty good. I think that looks fantastic. The sort of, I guess, like dark gray, almost like a Nardo, but does look really, really good. Yeah, further down the line, we have the 600 LT, 991.2 GT3 RS in the lizard green launch spec with the WISEC package, and a nice 570S blue on red seats. Good spec, pretty bold, but I do like it. Yeah, this is such a good looking car, guys. The AMG GT Black Series. I'm not huge on like just a base AMG GT, but the different variants between the GTR, the GT Black Series do look really nice. I absolutely love all the track-oriented details that added to this car with the huge front splitter, the canards, and obviously this massive, massive wing at the back looks fantastic, almost like a double wing, but it's pretty obvious to see why this set such a good Nürburgring time. So much downforce applied onto this very, very limited run AMG GT Black Series. Now, if you think back to the events we had in Connecticut and New York, we saw a CLK Black Series, a C63 Black Series. Now we've got the AMG GT. We're pretty much just missing the SLS and the very rare SLK Black Series, but there we go, guys. Now we have stuff rolling out. Obviously, you can see the crowds. There goes the STO. Didn't see this gyro roll in, but it is gated, which is awesome. Not too sure about the wheels, but gated first gen gyro is pretty damn cool, I must say. And there's a couple of really nice Camaros behind that as well, which I didn't see earlier, but old muscle cars, obviously a very, very cool piece of car culture. apologies, we did not see that earlier. Subaru SVX, great little hidden gem in JDM scene. Man, that is very cool. Hardly ever see those, but it is just mayhem. Traffic was absolutely backed, lighting cars out of here. It's getting a little too packed, but it has tuned down a little bit now. It's a little less crazy, but there's still cars rolling out, obviously. There's a nice Smeared ZX, S13 Sylvia back there too. So nice little triplet here of JDM cars. Two fairly clean R8s here, but wait till you see the license plates. Visa debt and take risks. So yeah, I guess they play hand in hand. And just as we thought it was over, I had to show you guys this. Just as it was pulling in, first gen LP700 Aventador, and it's just so hard to find these nowadays that are just unmodified. That's absolutely lovely too. A yellow on the yellow brakes, very nice, black wheels, just a great looking car. And now the Revuelto's out, I kind of feel like this is the same with many different car manufacturers. And once a successor comes out, you sort of start to appreciate the predecessor even more. I think the Aventador is just such a great car. It's going to go down in history for a very long time as one of the all-time great Lamborghinis. And once again, to see an LP700 unmodified, pretty rare these days. So I had to show you guys that one. Oh, look at that. Reunited again. So the gold GT3 RS and the matching gold Aventador I think are in front, but they did pick up a few friends late here at night. Very nice LP 564 Gallardo. Don't really see these too often anymore. It's got the aftermarket wing, aftermarket wheels, got the R8. Do see an ACR rolling up the road there. There's the gold Aventador in front of the matching gold GT3 RS that I mentioned before, sounding fantastic. And up ahead there's the GT Black Series again. Not bad, guys. Hey, shouts out to the old 430 Spider guys too. It's still looking fantastic. They sound great too, but yeah, not bad. Like I said, weather's getting colder, but the cars are still out, so we'll take them any way we can get them. As I mean, take your pick. The AMG GT Black Series, the gold Aventador S Roadster, or the gold 992 GT3S, or the 430 Spider. Shouts out. Like I said, great car, aging tremendously. But in terms of the price brackets, obviously these three are kind of stealing the show. I would have to probably go with the AMG GT Black Series myself because it is quite rare. I mean, look, it looks fantastic. Again, the double wing is so sweet. I think the launch spec too, or launch spec, I'm not really sure if it was the silver or the orange actually, but either way, this orange does look really good. But it's so cool to see the matching gold Aventador S and GT3 RS be sort of side by side, front and behind actually. But nice to see that we got to see them both together. We saw the RS before, and there is the Aventador joining in. So once again, good little like pre-winter car spotting here in Toronto. So not bad, guys, not bad at all.